Exposing the Killers, Episode 3, Following the Money Trail. Welcome back to Burden of History, where we follow the facts wherever they lead. Last week, we examined which departments kill the most people. This week, we're following the money. Because there's a hidden cost to police violence that taxpayers are paying, whether they know it or not. Every time a police officer kills someone, beats someone, or violates someone's civil rights, there's often a lawsuit. And when cities settle those lawsuits, guess who pays the bill? You do? Over the past decade, the 25 largest police departments in America have paid out over $3.2 billion in misconduct settlements. That's $3.2 billion of taxpayer money, not paid by the officers who committed the misconduct, not paid by the police departments, paid by you through your taxes. Let's look at which states are spending the most of your money covering up police violence. New York leads the nation, paying an average of $72,961,800 per settlement case. In total, New York has spent over $1,094 million on police misconduct settlements. That's more than $1 billion of taxpayer money. Illinois ranks second, paying an average of $22,007,000 per settlement. The state has spent $330 million total, with Chicago responsible for over 75% of that amount. California has the highest number of misconduct cases, 29 settlements, totaling $332 million. But here's what makes this even more disturbing. These settlements don't prevent future misconduct. They just make it disappear from the headlines. Cities literally budget for police violence. They set aside millions of dollars every year expecting officers to commit misconduct. Chicago allocated $99.8 million in 2018 just for claims, judgments, and legal fees. New York City budgeted $733 million in 2020 for lawsuit payouts. They're not planning to stop police violence. They're planning to pay for it. And the individual cases, they're staggering. Louisville paid $12 million to Breonna Taylor's family. New York paid $15 million for Elijah McClain's death in Colorado. California paid $24 million to Edward Bronstein's family after his fatal encounter with the Highway Patrol. Each settlement represents a life lost or permanently damaged. But here's the most outrageous part. In most cases, the officers involved paid nothing. They have qualified immunity, union protection, and department backing. So taxpayers pay twice, once for the officer's salary and again for their misconduct. Meanwhile, that money could have funded schools, hospitals, infrastructure, or mental health services. Instead, it's compensation for police violence. Some states are finally requiring officers to contribute to settlements. Colorado now requires officers found to have acted in bad faith to pay up to $25,000 or 5% of a settlement, whichever is less. But that's still a fraction of the total cost. The real solution isn't making taxpayers pay for police violence. It's preventing police violence in the first place. That means end qualified immunity so officers can be held personally liable. Require police departments to carry their own misconduct insurance. Make officers with repeated misconduct uninsurable. And redirect settlement money from general budgets to police reform programs. Because as long as taxpayers foot the bill for police violence, there's no incentive to stop it. It's just the cost of doing business, your tax dollars, your communities paying the price. Next time you hear about a police settlement, ask your elected officials. How much of my tax money went to cover up police misconduct this year? And what are you doing to make sure it stops? If you want to see where your tax dollars are really going, share this video. Subscribe to follow this entire series. Until then, be good to your neighbor, your loved ones, and yourself. Until then, be good to your neighbor, your loved ones, and yourself.